Yeah, so tariffs, well, at least as of recording, they've gone up to 245%. We're getting close to that 1776%, one of our nice audience members suggested.
What about 84?
Wait, is it
89.64.
I think he misspoke on
yeah.
that podcast,
Yeah.
but it was 8. I mean,
8964.
If you-
I think that's a great idea.
if you understand what that means, if you know, right?
You don't know, do you, Matt?
But
You need Shelley to explain it to you.
I don't. So, but I do think that 245% is pretty intense at this point, but it doesn't apply to everything.
No, and I think people also are misunderstanding that tariff costs apply to they don't apply to the retail cost, right? So it applies to whatever I don't know if you call it wholesale or like the base cost of the production. So that's one of the things that we covered in an episode this week about how China has been evading tariffs in the past, where like they go and they say, oh, well, this batch of things that cost $100,000 on the paperwork, it only costs $10,000.
Yeah, there's like two invoices. When they show the invoice to like the people at the dock in the U.S., it's like they reduce the price.
And then
That's
they
very
don't.
clever.
Yeah, they only have to pay the cost on the $10,000 or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that does make it a trade war, sorry, Christopher Balding, is that each side is trying to fight each other and undermining the tactics, coming up with new tactics back and forth.
What's been the CCP's response to 245% tariffs?
I mean, generally more of the same. The propaganda push of like, oh, this is not going to hurt. I thought it was great that after J.D. Vance had that whole speech about, we're dependent on like Chinese peasants.
Then
There was the Chinese official who's in charge of Hong Kong and Macau, who was basically like, American peasants won't be able to withstand 5,000 years of Chinese history, which...
Okay, what does that have to do with...
Well, I mean, it's stupid because it's the famed diplomatic tactic of I am rubber and you are glue.
Yes, but I wasn't sure how the Chinese history...
Oh, it's, it's the CCP claiming the 5,000 years of history after
Right.
trying to destroy it for so long, but like this giant, unmovable monolith of Chinese civilization versus America. It's like what, like 100 years old at most?
I mean,
Crumbled, dust in the wind.
just, what is 100 years old? The CCP.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch. I should retweet that at him. Get into an argument online with a Chinese official.
Well, don't
on
worry, because
X.
they're not going to let you back into Hong Kong anyway.
That's true. I miss the Macau egg tarts. But so yes,
You can get those in Portugal.
I can get those in
You
Flushing.
can get those. Yeah, I was going to say, you can get them right here.
Well, I mean, the OG is in Portugal, and then they went to Macau, and then they went to Flushing.
That's right. With some upgrades.
Well, there's trade, Chris. Egg tarts are symbolic of how trade will persist despite tariffs.
Or it's how China steals something and then sells it back to us.
Well,
I don't think they stole the Portuguese egg tarts. I'm pretty sure the Portuguese... Anyway.
brought them to Macau.
They brought them to Macau, and then they stole the recipe and are making their own, filled with lead, melamine. Those are the only ingredients in the egg tarts that you get from China now.
Yeah, but you know what? They're so good.
Yeah, I mean, melamine. That is good.
I have had Portuguese egg tarts at the bakery that invented them.
Oh,
in
aren't you
Lisbon.
fancy? You've been to Portugal.
Well, so have you.
Yeah, like when I was a child.
We're trying to talk about tariffs. We tried the place that supposedly created General Tso's chicken
Oh, in Taiwan?
in Taiwan, and it wasn't good.
I thought it was good.
Well, no.
It wasn't. It didn't have that deep fried deliciousness that I was.
I mean, it
expecting.
didn't taste like American, like Chinese.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Right. Like what I want is a better version of what you get at the local Panda Garden takeout
Oh my
place.
God! So tariffs. China's responding, with its propaganda campaign, which has a lot of different factors to it. We could talk about the fashion thing.
Oh,
in
yeah.
a moment. One thing I thought was interesting is, I mean, the interesting thing about any battle between, particularly a Trump administration and China, is that then you have the U.S. media that hates Trump and needs to make everything he does the worst possible decision. So not only are we dealing with Chinese propaganda, we also have like disinformation from U.S. media. And I think a big one was about this current round of tariffs. Trump walked back or temporarily suspended the tariffs on electronics. And this was framed as like, oh, see, he's already caving.
Yes.
And then this was taken up by Chinese propaganda online, like, oh yeah, Xi Jinping, he does nothing and win. Art of war. But that isn't what happened. One, it was just a temporary suspension of these most recent tariffs, and Trump's earlier tariffs of like a flat 20% on all Chinese goods, including iPhones, laptops.
I mean, I guess I can
That's still in
understand
place.
how if you say you're going to go from 20 to 125, and then you say, well, no, we're going to take the 125 down on electronic goods. And I can see why people would see that as like, oh, well, the 20 doesn't really matter. Or maybe they forget about the 20%, because it is much less than 125.
Yeah.
I think Howard Lutnick, the Commerce Secretary, was on some of the Sunday shows last week where he said that there will be those tariffs on the electronics, but they're just going to come like in the next batch or something like that. So it wasn't
it was a temporary delay.
Obviously, there's a big effect on American companies too. Although I personally don't care if Apple's profits hurt a little bit.
Well, the interesting thing is most recently Trump just met with Modi, and like Modi is talking about expanding India's ability to manufacture things.
Right.
So India is really setting itself up as to be maybe the next world's manufacturer.
I would buy my iPhone if I had a choice between made in China and made in India. I think all of us would choose made in India.
Yeah, and they make a lot of iPhones already.
They do, but they're currently only for the Indian market or local surrounding areas. Like you can't get in the U.S. Well, the last time I bought, an iPhone was a couple of years ago in an Apple store. Like I asked them if there was any choice, and they're like, no, they're all made in China here in the U.S.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're still just ramping up production, right? Like they can't go from zero to like supplying the world with iPhones.
I mean,
yet.
they need literally hundreds of millions of iPhones. Like it's so many iPhones.
That's, there's only so many children in the Congo mining cobalt.
I know. Well, that
doesn't have anything to do with where the finished products are assembled.
Shelley, children yearn for the mines.
That's why the Minecraft movie is so popular.
It's going to make so much money. You want to see it, Matt? I know we both like Minecraft.
I would go see the Minecraft movie with you, yes.
Sweet, man. I got a date. See you later, Shelley.
Yeah, have fun, guys.
We will. It's the Minecraft movie.
Exactly, Shelley.
Mindless slop.
And popcorn.
Yeah, I'm more kind of like, do I want to watch Jack Black and Jason Momoa?
The characters of themselves.
Yeah, kind of do like a Laurel and Hardy routine or something,
Yeah, but they have the children yearn for the mines meme in the movie. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just like a movie that's...
And like a wink and a nod to all of the stuff, probably.
Yeah. I did see, I mean, this is so off topic now, but I did see some Instagram reels of young men in the theaters like losing their minds when like the chicken jockey comes up and like yelling and throwing popcorn and like, yeah, it looks like a good time that I will happily avoid.
So, trade war, tariffs. Let's see if we can stay on that. Do we have more we wanted to talk about that?
Well,
there's a fashion thing.
Yeah. I do think that what's interesting is...
Thank you for watching this clip. I know you want to see more of me, Shelley, and Matt's mustache, so now it's time to watch our full hour-long podcast. It's available only for subscribers on our website, ChinaUncensored.tv. So check it out, join the fun, and support what we do at the same time. The link is below.